Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, a bit of a different one, just having a bit of a little discussion, giving some of my thoughts and feelings about something I'm going to be doing in 2026, and that is downsizing my pen collection. So today I'm just going to discuss where my collection is at, what I'm planning on doing, and my little journey forward. Today, it's just a little bit of a quick discussion about some things that I'm seeing happening in my personal pen collection. Now, I don't say collection because it's not really a themed collection, although I do seem to find myself buying lots of the matte Lamy Safaris, trying to find as many of those as I can from all over the place. I like that pen model and I like sort of having a nice sort of collection of them. I'm currently keeping them in a Toyo toolbox, a nice little pen trays in there, so it's a neat little way to collect it all. I'm a pen user. I get these pens to use them and I just want the best writing experience. I also review pens, and therefore I have accumulated quite a collection over the last almost 10 years of doing this channel, but also the years previous to that where I was just a pen user. I suppose this video is more about accountability to myself more than anything. If I set this as a goal for myself for the year and I put it on the internet, then it kind of has to happen. I've accumulated this large library of pens, and over the years, one of the things I've done is I've occasionally done a bit of a cull, and I sold off, a couple of years ago, I sold off about 130 pens, and before that I'd done a bit of a cull of a lot of like the cheaper pens that I was just getting like in my exploration stage, from eBay and AliExpress and those kinds of sites. Pens I just wanted to experience and then put aside. So they were all sort of moved on, and currently my pen collection sits around the 630 sort of fountain pens. And for me, and how I view this hobby or collection in my life, that to me is just too many at this stage of it's more than I want to have. So 2026 is going to see another downsize, but I'm going to do it a little bit more strategically than I have in the past. So basically, when pens are shipped to shops, they're shipped in like cardboard trays a lot of the time. I have gotten a bunch of those, and my entire pen collection is sitting in those trays. Now, obviously, there are pens I am never going to part with. They are already in more permanent storage, but everything else is in those trays. And at the end of 2026, I will have a better idea of what I want in my collection by what I use over this year. So basically, as I want to use a pen, as I ink it, as I take it out of those trays, it will go into one of my permanent storage trays. And then once those trays are full, it will be a one in, one out kind of prospect. Now, the trays I have a little simple, cheap pen drawer set that I bought on Amazon or something like that. And then I have a range of the Galen leather pen trays. So across those two storage systems, I can hold about 88 pens. So for me, that is going to be a nice point to keep it at. If I can get it to that plus my Safari collection, I will be very happy. So the one in, one out system, as I use pens, they will go into that tray. If I don't want to use them again, I can immediately put them into into the less permanent trays, shall we say. But then as I, fill out those trays, as I said, one in, one out. Because let's say I get to that 88 pen tray and then I decide I want to use my teal Pilot Custom 74. Now that is a pen that will probably end up in the 88. But so I find one that has been used that I really can't see myself wanting more and replace it if that's sort of what I want to do. So by the end of the year, I will have this pen tray of 88 pens, or these pen trays of 88 pens. And the rest of the pens are going to go either on sale or giveaway, depending at the end of 2026. There'll be many pens that I don't use in this year that are amazing pens. But if I don't use them in a year, then and they don't hold sentimental value to already be in that permanent storage, then chances are I can move that pen on to someone who will enjoy it, who will love it at hopefully really reasonable prices. Downsizing any collection is not easy, especially for someone who loves to have everything and wants to have everything. And with this channel, not being able to reference things straight away will always be sort of a bit of an issue for me, but I'll do, all the due diligence in terms of photography of all of the things. So, put every pen next to a Lamy Safari to give a sense of the scale, all those kinds of things. It'll be a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it in the end, just to both clear my own sort of collection out and have a bit more clarity within that, but also be able to put these pens, as I said, into the hands of people who will love them, who will use them. I've done mass sales before. I make a little catalog. People can view it and tell me what they want. And I'll do some bundles up and things like that. And as I said, it'll all be really reasonably priced, because it's not about making money for me. I've been in a very privileged position in this world to have access to things at either really good prices or sort of sent to me for review. So as well as making them available at really reasonable prices to everyone, I will also be making charitable donations and things from the sales of all those items. There'll be a few things that later in the year will be higher ticket items, which I might sell individually, and which will be perhaps slightly higher priced, but generally speaking, I want to make these things available to you. As I said, I've been in a very, very lucky position, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for all of your support in making this channel possible, so that brands will, sort of trust me with their products. I have no doubt that across the year, I'll be making little updates about how this process is going, and I'll be showing that both here on YouTube, but also on Instagram and other social media platforms. Just as when I make these items available for sale, I will be making it known here on YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, etc. Simply because, I want to make sure these pens do go to people who will love them and use them, but I also want to make sure that I can make a nice donation to a charity that means something to me, which will be something to do with diabetes, seeing as though I am a type 1 diabetic myself, and it's a cause I really like to get behind. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy using my pens this year, and I'm going to enjoy making content for you about those pens. It's going to be a bit of a different year. I've got a few sort of different things I'm trying, and there'll be a few less videos because I want to sort of really concentrate on a few specific kinds of video. But yeah, we'll see how we go. In the meantime, as I said, I'm going to enjoy writing with my pens. I'm going to enjoy reviewing them, enjoy using them, because in the end, it's using them that gives me the greatest pleasure, not having them sitting there looking beautiful, on a shelf. So thank you for watching. I hope something in this was interesting, and I hope you'll go with me on this journey. And if you need to downsize your pen collection, I would love to hear how you're planning on doing it. I would also love to hear if you have ideas on how I can do this more efficiently. Or, as I said, if there are pens that you're interested in that I've shown on this channel, get in touch. Let's see if there's a way that, I might be able to sort of put that into your hands as well. So please like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, all that kind of stuff. If you've got products you think I should be looking at, or if there is a way you would like to support the channel, I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you soon.